Cobra.
What's going on, everybody? All right, just calm down now, okay? Just calm down. 17-14. Nothing to get too crazy about. Nothing to get too riled up about. 17-14, okay? Going down the field, we're scoring. And I say we as a Detroit Lions fan because there's only one team that I hate more than the Detroit Lions, and that is the Green Bay Packers. So it doesn't matter who's playing them usually. I'm going to be following that team very well. Just so happens this is the NFC North showdown, and I have to follow the Lions, and I actually put a bet out on my private story on my Snapchat. So if you checked it out, great. If you didn't, figure it out and tune in to that. Make sure you're following that and you're invested because there's some good picks on there to be made, lots of money to be made, and lots of potential out there for some good bets. So we're looking at the game. Obviously, and I'll share my screen again too because we're just getting into it. Aaron Jones is doing very well, averaging 5.4 yards, has 49 rushing yards, and has 9 rushing attempts. A huge target for Aaron Rodgers tonight. 0 rushing touchdowns, but I think he does have a reception. So he's doing work tonight, obviously a lot more work than he was doing against the Saints in week 1. We're just about to kick off the second half, guys. And I'll put the score up there just for right now for you guys that don't know. 17-14 Lions. So it's looking good. It's looking good. The Lions will kick off to the Packers. They just kicked it off. Let's see what they do here with this drive. This isn't good. See flags fly all over the place. Gets them right before the 40. Okay, so we're looking to cover 11.5. We want to see 11.5. Okay, and I'll put that on the screen for you guys. 11.5. That's the pick that I called out. I'm wearing my Job at Best jersey, 44. If you guys don't see it, you can see it right now. Job at Best. And repping one of the greats. Okay, back in the heyday. It looks like a holding call against the returning team. Matt LaFleur is absolutely pissed. He's irate. And we love it. We love it over here as Detroit Lions bettors. I'm not going to say Detroit Lions fans because I don't want to speak for anybody else. Definitely don't want to speak for myself. So I just kind of want to speak as objectively as I can, just looking at these two teams and seeing how they're going to perform. Obviously, coming into this game, both of them are 0-1. They lost the last 5 of their last regular season games to various teams, and it just hasn't been peaches and cream for these two teams. And I think we can see here, if I can get past all these ads, ESPN, figure it out. You got so many damn ads on here. I can't even see anything. Okay, Travis Keggy, thank you for the comment on my jersey, bro. I appreciate it. If it was original equipment, I don't think it is. It says NFL equipment right here, but I don't know how legit this is. This is when they had the Reebok jerseys. So I don't know how old this is, but I don't know if it's legit. Maybe you can verify it for me. But if I need it framed, I will definitely let you know. Keggy has been sending me pictures of a couple of jerseys that he has framed that he is doing himself. So if you need any jerseys framed, definitely hit him up. He'll do the work for you, probably for a really good price. So hit him up about it. And Keggy, I definitely will hit you up if I need a jersey framed. Probably won't be this one just because, Lions, and it's just a little bit of a touchy situation. But if I need anything else framed, I'll probably do that. I actually have a Gronkowski jersey from when he played the Patriots. I might have you frame that one for me. But I'll keep you posted with that. But thank you very much. But yeah, back to the game, 11.5. I'm feeling good about it. I'm seeing holes in the Detroit defense, though, that I'm not really too hyped up about. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, he is what it is. I can see that he's getting older. He's aging not well. That's a huge hole on 49. Jeez. I just got to take a moment. These holding calls are absolutely insane, and they're not calling them. Granted, it's on both sides of the ball, so I can't really get too mad. And it's just one of those things with football that you don't really see a lot of holding calls made. And that's just how it is. You've seen a couple holding calls on Penei Sewell early on in the game. That's because he's a rookie. He has a lot to learn. He is, brand new, fresh into the face of the NFL, being thrown into the lion's den. No pun intended. That's a huge hold there. Just swallow him right up. Don't even throw the flag. Sit down, Aaron. Come on now. Sorry about that. But, they're thrown into the league. Penei Sewell coming in as one of the youngest players to ever play the game of football at the professional level. And he's got a lot to learn, but he's got a long ways to go. He got swallowed up right there by the end. I love it. Keggy, again, penalties in general, both teams are very undisciplined. Yes, I expect that from Detroit. I do. But from this Green Bay team, I don't expect that. I'm seeing it, though. I'm seeing it quite a bit more times than not. And I don't really expect to see that. Big third down, 3rd and 12 here. Let's see if we can get the stop. That's a hold again. Big pass down the sideline, and it's caught by Devontae Adams. God bless America. God bless America. Our secondary is just non-existent, folks. Non-existent. That would have been a big stop. And it just looks like you just got like 50, 60 yards on that. So absolutely disgusting to see something like that happen. And I'll get the live play-by-play on here too if I can. Let's see. Just hold on. I'm really waiting to get some more people in here. That's the live play-by-play. We got it right here hosted. I blocked out those ads because ESPN they're undisciplined themselves. They just can't stop posting ads. Did I read about the guy's parlay bet? I did not. Maybe you can send that to me and I can check it out. But that was a big gain right to the 26 of Detroit from Devontae Adams, veteran wide receiver. So the flip side of this is it's kind of a double-edged sword because I have Aaron Rodgers on one of my fantasy teams. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to my face real quick. I know you guys want to see it. And we're going to go to Sleeper, and we're going to look at some fantasy stuff. Kagey's already told me that he's 2-0. He's tooting his horn. He's on his high horse. Good for him. So I'm at a 1% chance to win in the Gin Sports Network Fantasy Football League against Team Tired Hobo. He's got me by about, 16, 17, 20 points. And I'm at a 1% chance, so it's not really looking too good. Let's look at the league, though. Let's look at the league. Let's see how people are doing. It looks like Team Stainer is going to win by a nose hair. I just want to kind of go in on his page right here. Can't see his picture, but it's just him flipping off the screen. He just looks like a jackass. But yeah, he counted out some big players. He actually has Aaron Rodgers playing tonight, so they scored. He's got a couple receptions or pass completions to aid him. Cleveland defense. I don't know why I would pick that. Marquez Valdez Scantling. That's a good pick at wideout for the Packers. Only sitting at 4. He has 0 tonight. He missed that touchdown catch because Rodgers passed it way behind him, hit him in the ankles. So Stainer's going to win this week. Team Michael Y9 is going to win this week against Cody. I'm sure Cody's not too geeked about that. Looks like Seth's going to take another L this week against Team Superlative. And Team Ponycag is going to take another win against Team Fantasy Trending, which is Evan. And he is one of our fantasy insiders. I haven't actually talked to him yet, but supposedly he's a really good guy and he's going to do a lot of good work for us. But he has his own page on Twitter. I'm going to see if I can find that real quick. I'm going to do that right now. But supposedly he has a pretty prominent Twitter handle. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is him. This must be him. I don't know if it is or not. But... And they run the ball. Come on, guys, gotta stop. Yeah, it's got to be him. So anyway, Keggy, I did not read about that parlay. If you want to let me know about it or send me a picture, I can share it on the screen. Just send me it in Messenger, and I'll share it on the screen. So, fun fact, I actually, in a side bet, took the Lions plus 450 in a money line bet, just thinking that they would take the bull by the horns, maybe get a win against the Packers, right? Big time NFC North rivalry. I just want to see that potential. I want to see it kind of bleed through. He's not going to run it. God, what an unathletic human being. Aaron Rodgers, folks. Most unathletic human being behind Ben Roethlisberger. Okay, yeah, I said it. I know I got Steelers fans out there. I really don't care. I'm not a big fan of Roethlisberger. I hate the Steelers. They've screwed me over in bets. They don't cover. They're just hyped up, overrated. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Sick of watching them, sick of betting them. So that is what it is. I don't know. Let's see if we can get a stop here. 3rd and 6. Hold them to a field goal. They're passing. Touchdown. Absolutely no second level, third level defense. It's non-existent. Robert Tonyan. Come on now. Touchdown. Jeez. Threading the needle. He still got it, man. Rodgers still got it. I got to give it to him. He still got it. You guys are watching this live, so I don't have to relay the information to you. They got guys underneath. They got guys over top. They got options all over the place. Once you get past second level with Detroit, it's just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just do whatever you want. That's pretty much what they're telling the offense to do. The linebacker, he's trying to cover that, but he's just too late. And Sickening. Okay, all right. I'm about to put it up here, Travi. Here we go. One Bet MGM Better has a $25 16 league NFL moneyline parlay that could win over $726,000 tonight. Damn. He only has Lions moneyline plus 400. Wow. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that hits? Look at those moneyline bets. Now, something that I can say that's very respectable about this parlay is that he has no moneyline or has no spread bets on there. And I can't tell you how many times over just the past few weeks that I've been screwed on spread bets that are within field goals, and my team will win, but they just don't cover. And usually it's -3.5, it's -4, and it's just kind of, it's really close, and it's just they're not covering because it's such a minute spread. What I don't like is the deviation between the odds, so like the plus, the minus, whatever it is, compared to, from the money line perspective compared to the spread perspective. Like for money lines right around, anywhere from -105 to -120, -125 max usually with the spread. And then money line, it can go anywhere. It can go off the rails. It goes -200, -400, 600. Look at there. Tampa Bay -650. Cleveland -650 against the Texans. Los Angeles Rams -190. If you stay under the 200s with money lines, you're not going to be losing too much money. But, I guess, a 16 leg parlay, he had to just been throwing money to the wind right there. Just to pick the winners of those games, regardless of the odds, it's pretty impressive. So I got to give credit where credit is due right there. But for the last one, Lions money line plus 400 against the Packers. Wow. If it doesn't hit, then it's just like you just got to sit there and shake your head. You just got to shake your head. $25 to $726K. Damn near making yourself a millionaire off of what you're going to spend on lunch tomorrow. Insane. If it hits, it hits. I got the same pick, so I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I'm not going to be really hanging my hat on anything. Got to score on this drive, though. If you want to do anything, we got to score on this drive. And I just want to reiterate, I am not a Lions fan. For everyone out there that thinks I'm a Lions fan, they're asking me, "Oh, how do you think the Lions are going to do this weekend? How do you think the Lions are playing? How do you think about Jared Goff? How's he going to do in Detroit compared to Matt Stafford?" Asking me about different players. That's fine. Asking me those questions, I'm fine with that. Those questions are welcome from anybody and everybody. But I'm not going to give you my biased opinion of a team that has let people I know and myself down time after time. And look at Jared Goff just putting it all on the field. He's not very athletic either. I don't know what's wrong, but a lot of these quarterbacks, they're not doing speed and agility training. I can tell just by how they're moving. They're not doing it. They're just trained to sit in the pocket. I'd love to see these guys run 4.4 40s even now, just to see it. I would just love to see him run a 40, let alone, anything below 5. I would love to see it. But obviously they don't have to. They've already proved themselves to make it to the point they're actually here. You know what I really want to see? I want to see Ben Roethlisberger run a 40. That would be a sight to see. I bet you get like a 6'8", 7, something like that. Turn up the field. All right, that's good. That's good. We're pushing it. Their offense is doing the job tonight. Okay, I can't really take it away from the Lions' offense tonight. The defense, on the other hand, they're dropping the ball big time. Secondary and second level. So linebackers, drop back ends, even some slot corners. Those guys are dropping the ball big time. And the thing is, they're not just dropping the ball to the ground; they're dropping it into Green Bay Packer wide receivers' hands. Get the first down, baby. Come on. Jeez, what a shitty run. Terrible blocking. Got a whole wall of blockers there. These linemen, I've seen it already. I've already seen enough. These linemen are trained to block for the pass. They're not trained to block for the run. They don't have youth speed or agility. They're trained to block for the pass. If you block for the pass, utilize those the time you have in the pocket if you're Jared Goff. And this is what it is. Bills Mafia, Kiggy, I'm Bills Mafia till I die. I say that every single podcast. I love Josh Allen. I love the entire Bills franchise. They got a lot going for them. They just haven't really reached their pinnacle yet. And I want them to. I want them to reach that point. Good catch and run by TJ Hawkinson. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Pushing into Green Bay territory. I think it was one bet. I don't know what I took. I might have took. I think I took Pittsburgh money line against the Bills, or I might have took the Bills against them. And I don't know. Somehow I got screwed, but I think I took the Bills -2 or 3 sometime in the regular season last year against San Francisco, and I just thought that was a really, really OP spread in favor of the Bills. So I just took the Bills to cover that. Oh my God. That was a terrible pass for those of you guys watching. Terrible pass from Jared Goff, way outthrown TJ Hawkinson. He doesn't have the speed. He just wants to run the tight end dump and the waggle. That's all he wants to run. You know what I mean? Hope Hawkinson stays healthy for my fantasy league in the Jing League. Yeah, I do too. I mean, for your sake, for your current record, I hope he does too. And for the sake of my bets and for the bettors out there that took my pick tonight, I hope he does. Hope he stays healthy at least for this game. At least for this game. I mean, he's taking a lot of hits. He's getting a lot of touches already. Really a lot of potential in this guy. But I think we just expected a little too much from him right there in that last play. And that is a false start, or what the hell happened? Timeout? It's tough to watch, guys. For you guys that are still watching this, I'm going to probably stay on for at least the rest of the third quarter, maybe a little bit into the fourth, but I'll probably cut it a little short just to see who else comes in here and peeps it. For those of you guys that are not a part of my private story on Snapchat, please go ahead and join it. If you're not, if you haven't already been added, hit me up on Snapchat if you haven't already, and I'll get you in there. So just let me know on that. For everyone else, the bettors, if you had any big parlays, any big bets this weekend, let me know what you hit, and I can showcase those bet slips on this show. I would love to talk about them and kind of, dive into the ins and outs. Even ones that lost, I would like to talk about. I'll talk about one that I lost, and I'll just talk about the legs that lost it for me. And that was Arizona -3.5. And what else? I think I had Baltimore -3.5. I had Kansas City -3.5. So if you had Baltimore money line, that would have been a great pick. And that's just a terrible run. You don't have the run offense. You don't have the speed within the linemen. Why are we running the ball almost in the red zone? Terrible play call. Run the short pass. That's what's been working for you. Jeez, this is frustrating. I mean, you can switch it up a little bit with a short pass, but do something different. Golly geez. I'm really hopeful this year as far as betting goes and these picks to really hit on some big parlays. We found the holes that we had in last year's strategies, everything like that. We had some holes that I think we've filled, and there's certain ways to hedge those bets without getting alternate spreads and things like that. So we're really looking forward to doing what we got to do to fill those holes and find more success in the parlay department. And that's what we got to do. We're opening up, for those of you guys that don't know about the Bet with Gin Instagram, that is being revived into a strictly betting Instagram page that will host live picks and pregame picks from everyone on our team. And every pick that gets posted on there will be specified, but all of them, pretty much all of them, will be bets that we're actually taking. All right, let's watch this. Detroit's going for it, 4th and 1. Let's see if they run it or they try to pass it. They're in pass formation. Looks like they're going to go the short pass, go the dig. Oh, my God. And they don't get it. Cephas. They don't get it. Oh, boy. All right, so we're still covering. But if we score another touchdown, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think if they score a touchdown, you're still covering by half a point. Right? Yeah. It'd be 28. Yeah, 28-17. Not good enough, period. Not good enough. I'll tell you what, though, if I'm this guy, I am stressing because, I mean, anytime you take the Lions money line, I don't care if it's against the worst team in the league, you're not feeling good about it. All right? I like the call, just poor execution. Let me tell you, I like the call too. I like the pass call. I'm glad they didn't run it. But, be more committed both to the pass and to the catch because, I got to see more out of Cephas. If he wants to be the next Megatron, which I don't think anyone can ever aspire to be, he's really got to step it up and start making some more clutch catches because he's got a lot of size in the wide receiver department for Detroit. He's a number one, if not number two target for Jared Goff. That's already been proven from the targets, from the attempts. So if we don't see more out of him, it's going to be a lost cause, essentially. So I'm looking for more out of this Cephas fella for Detroit going forward. I just want to talk about, and I would love to hear about, the conversations going on in the locker room with Dan Campbell and the entire coaching staff and the entire players. He seems like a hard-nosed, cutthroat kind of guy. I would love to see him in stride as far as ass chewing goes, just chewing the ass out of the players, the teammates, maybe even getting into the ass of a coach. That would be fun to see too. I wouldn't mind seeing that. And that's something that we need to see. We need to see that. So we need a defensive stand here. That was a missed opportunity on the offensive side of the ball. We got to limit the short pass, the long pass. I don't know. It's not looking too good if Packers score here. Yeah, we're still covering by half a point, but is that even worth it? Do we even care at that point, essentially? So we want to beat the bookies here. If we want to beat the bookies, we got to do it by more than 6. If we beat them, we still beat them by, if we beat them by less than 6, but we just don't want to. We don't want to. We want to have confidence in our picks when we're betting. And we know the Lions are a fourth quarter team, so we got to hold out for that. Let's see if they can do it. They're going for the deep pass again. They got the speed. They got the speed with the wideouts. Short that time, but they have the speed. That's something Detroit does not have. They don't have the speed in the wide receiver position, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it for a long time. Period. End of story. If you know somebody that has speed, let me know because I would love to see it. I don't know who that is right over the 20. You're watching the replay right now, but he just has to target Cephas. He's all over him. There's a wide open person right over the middle. Why aren't we targeting him? Easy first down. We don't need to stop the clock. Shit, it's third down. You got the ball in good position. Swallow him up. Perfect. Well done. Okay, now get hype, but stop the second level pass. Is it so hard to do? This is not rocket science. You got to be practicing this in drills and everything like this. Somewhere, Dan Campbell is dropping the ball on the defensive side of the ball. That's a fucking hold. You got to call that a hold. Thank you. I think they're going to call that. I hope they do. If they don't, then we're missing something because that was a hold, folks. That was a hold. Give me that. I haven't seen one hold called on the Packers today. Have you? Have any of you? And it's on the defense. Are we surprised? I don't think we are. Let's see here. And it's after the play. No. Is it roughing the passer? Or is it 12 on the field? I have the TV muted. Maybe help me out in the comments if you're watching this. Yeah. They did the quick snap. Yeah. 12 on the field. Legal substitution. Oh, fudge. That's one thing that doesn't matter what era we're talking about. as far as the Lions are concerned, there's one thing that will never change, and that is the terrible penalties. Terrible. I'm talking worst timing. I'm talking terrible execution, both defensively. Can't really speak on the offensive side of the ball, even though I just saw some weakness in the offense tonight for the first time. But it is what it is. Packers look much improved this week. Yes, Keggy, I do agree with you. They do. They look like a completely different team. I didn't see this coming, and they figured it out. I don't know if they just, threw in the towel against the Saints, but that was a bloodbath. That was a bloodbath, putting it lightly. And I don't know. It is a mess. And I know for a fact, and I should have known this walking into this game, but it's not going to be easy to win this game for Detroit. If they want to win, they're winning it away, or would be winning it away. And look at that time. That's a flag. Yep. I'm going to call that all day. Call that all day. And they have an athletic tight end, which is what we don't have in TJ Hawkinson. Now, he's an athlete. I don't want to dog him too much, but this Runyon guy or whatever, Tanyan, he's an athlete. That's an uncatchable ball. So we got to be getting away from that. Like, why are we initiating contact? Look at Jacobs. He's just initiating contact and absolutely clobbering him. All he has to do is fall to the ground. There's flags raining down from the rafters. Unbelievable. So if you guys didn't know from my first show earlier today with Cody, it might look a little bit different. I have shaved my face. Sometimes I put it off for a couple days, but other than that, usually I'm pretty on top of it. Got a haircut too. So it's a little bit shorter than usual. But I was being told that it was getting too long, so I had to do it. Flats is open. That's a huge hold. 69. Pick. And they fucked it. Are we surprised? Of course not. Why would we be surprised? Why would they pick it? Why would they pick it? There's no reason for them to pick it. There's nothing positive that could come from a pick. Let's see how easy this was. Oh, my God. Oh. It was right in his hands. What terrible execution. That's just Lions luck, folks. Some things never change. Let me point something out, too. Over 6.5, I think it was 5.5. The Lions were expected to win either 5.5. They have to win 5.5 or more. So actually you have to win 6 games to cover. If they win 5, they don't cover. That was a bet that you could have placed early in the year. I don't know if you can still place that bet or not. If you can, I'm sure you get better odds because you can, they're obviously 0-1, so less games to play. But I don't know if they sat there. Jeez. Their execution on offense is absolutely impeccable. And seeing this offense be executed this way is really showing me that the Green Bay Packers, I feel like they just gave that game to the Saints. They're like, oh, we're playing the Lions. There's no way we're going to lose this game. Let's actually try a little bit. And there's been talks of Aaron Rodgers wanting to depart from the Green Bay Packers franchise. People are saying this is his last Monday Night Football at Lambeau Field. And I guess that could be true. It could be true. Oh, my God, just broke his ankles. Why do we have a defensive lineman out in the flats covering a receiver? Why? Questions. These are questions I have. And these are questions that should have easy answers. Like, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be out there. We should have a cornerback on him. Maybe even an outside linebacker. Maybe can come up and play some coverage in the flats and, first level, short pass areas. Like, I mean, am I the only one seeing this? Like, I don't know. I just couldn't imagine being a diehard Lions fan because these are questions that I'd have and I'd be dealing with, but I'd be talking to a wall essentially by asking them. And this is I mean, Devontae Adams is just an athlete. So at this point, really count on that fourth quarter offense, especially if they punch it in here. I mean, can't count on the defense. I'll tell you that. There's holes. There's wide open players all over the field. It's kind of hard to watch. It just looks like a mediocre D2 college team playing against the Packers right now, defensively. That's a run. That's another hold, 70. And they might get that call, actually. They might get that call. Let's see if they get it. Get in there and get the call. Okay, we got it. I mean, a stop here at this point in the field where they're at would be huge. It'd be monumental. But unfortunately, I think it's wishful thinking. That's a huge hold. Yes. I mean, if you got to flail your arms up and act like a dumbass, do whatever you got to do to get the call. That's how I see it. I don't know. The Lions are in a league of their own. They should be in a D league for the NFL. Should be. There's no one marking that wide receiver right there. That's good blocking. Oh, there's a flag. Might be on 28. I don't think it will. And Rodgers is getting pissed at the refs. That's not a good sign for Packers fans. Interesting. A lot of flags tonight. I wonder if there's an over-under bet, prop bet for flags thrown. Holding defense. Nice. Alex Anzalone. Gotta love a defensive holding call, don't you? Just gotta love it. Shit, put it right in the end zone. I don't even see him on the screen. I don't see him on the screen. This is frustrating, guys. Frustrating stuff. I don't know how you Lions fans do it. I really don't. I really don't. Punch a ball out. The thing is, too, this is killing so much time. Shit, this drive has been at least 5-6 minutes. Especially with all the penalties and the 1st and 20s and all that other shit. I wonder if they're almost structuring the offense to be like, you know what? We can afford a couple holding calls here. Let's just get a couple holding calls. Then we'll get a nice and easy pass across the middle. Then get a first down, and we'll have, a bunch of time off the clock. Let's just do that and just, make sure we have good field position to get it figured out that way. Flats. That's touchdown. That's easy money. That's easy money for Packers fans. There's no struggle there. No struggle. And after all the games, from the heartbreaks till the to all the heartbreaks, countless heartbreaks against this Packers team, both at home and away, just amount to nothing. Because the thing is, so many different teams have came and went to the point where they don't even care that they've lost to the Packers time and time again in the past. And I think that's why the spread was so kind of skewed, because they know that. People making the spreads, they know that. And I mean, it's going to take a miracle now. Let's see if we can get an offensive drive. We're going to have one, maybe two more chances on the defensive end to make a stand. But that money line bet, I mean, if I'm that one guy that has that bet for his last leg of a 16-leg parlay, I'd be stressing. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'll leave you at that. Thank you for tuning into this watch party. Make sure to check us out this week for the Gin College podcast. very soon we'll be having the Gin Sports Network podcast reemerge. So I'll get Seth on there, maybe Evan, and they're going to have their fantasy podcast dropping very soon too. So watch out for all of that and keep us posted with what you guys got going on too. Any comments, suggestions, or concerns, send them our way and we'll get right back to you guys. But I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm John J. II. Have a great night.